So this video is just covering the Append to Polygon tool. I can get to that in various ways. If I hold down Shift and right click, I can get Append to Polygon tool that way. If I go to Mesh Tools, it's in the first one in Mesh Tools. And if I go to my marking menu by holding down Shift, holding down Spacebar, and go to Mesh Tools, I can go to Append to Polygon tool there. The Append to Polygon tool is something you'll use if you need to fill holes or if you've got a gap in your mesh, like this gap I have here. I can see that it's a gap because the faces inside are black, and what I can also do is, if I go into Display and Polygons, I can then go to Border Edges, and when I go into Wireframe, and if I got this selected, so if I go to Display, Polygons, Border Edges, it'll highlight any open edges in the mesh. So you can see there I've got these open edges, so you can see that line is a little bit thicker. Now that option isn't open or on by default, so you have to show that by Display, Polygons and Border Edges, which will turn it off again. But that way I can see what edges are open, and you can see I've got this hole here. So if I want to use the Append to Polygon tool, I'll go to Mesh Tools, Append to Polygon tool. You can see that if I press 4 and go to Wireframe, the edges that I can use it on are slightly thicker and highlighted. I'm going to go back to 6 there to show it in shaded mode, and what I want to do is start by clicking on an edge. So I've clicked on this edge already. I don't need to click on it again because that will cause some confusion and it won't work properly. And what I have to do is follow the arrows. So the arrows are showing it going round in this direction. So I need to follow the next arrow and then the next arrow until the face is complete, and then I press enter, and then I've got a new face. So a couple of common mistakes are, if I use the Append to Polygon tool and I click on an edge, if I click on that edge again, it'll get confused, or I might get a face that appears that I don't want. If that happens, I just press delete and I'll be able to go back. So I'll click on that again, so I'll create another one there. I might accidentally click in the middle of nowhere, and then that'll create a face or an edge and a vertex in the middle of nowhere. Again, just press delete and go back there. Or I might start going round the edges in the wrong direction. So if I click on that edge, and then it won't let me complete. And that's because depending on which way round you go will dictate whether the face is facing outwards or inwards. And at the moment, the normals for this cube face outwards. And I can go into normals in another session. So what you just want to do is watch where the arrows are going and follow the arrows. Whoops, press delete there, press the edge, and when you've finished, press enter. What you can also do is you can bridge gaps as well. So I can just press on an edge here and then just go straight across, and it'll just draw across the gap there. And that's it.